Welcome, welcome, one and all, to another edition of SoulSym Showcase, the first episode of Aspects and Envoys for the year of 2026. I need to change the title. Um, as usual, I am your host, SoulSym Mirak, and with us this evening we have Zillionaire Zevril,
Heyo, here to make the big bucks. Once I get out of being banished.
Wondrous Wondox, and the vibrant Verseca Domini.
Hey,
It has been a minute since our last episode. A lot of things have happened. Um, but for those of you who missed out on stuff, uh, the aspects got into a bit of a puzzle situation trying to recruit another aspect or another mantle bearer to their cause. Uh, and in the process, encountered a being that convinced them to leave toys in their possession in order to escape the trap that they were in. And this occurrence, this situation, got the attention of a deific order known as the Guild. And one guildmaster in particular had a uh, personal investment in the well being of Maharashtra, who, through a series of unfortunate events, has revealed himself to, or rather, has revealed himself to be a protective shell for the young prodigy within by the name of Verseca Domini. And the guild at large has had has taken umbrage to the, as they deemed, recklessness of the aspect party, and through several acts of perceived disrespect, a duel was issued, a challenge was issued to Virtuos from Verseca Domini and to Wondox and Zevril by the goddess of denial, Zemwry, where she stipulated that she would not use her divinity in the duel, and uh, as a result of the duel, regardless of whether it was her victory or uh, the aspect's victory, they would understand mythic advancement. The duel started, and as a warning shot, uh, Zevril opened a portal and launched an orbital bombardment directly at Zemwry from a satellite that he had recently deployed. This assault, this barrage, uh, dazed Zemwry and prompted a reaction that nearly killed Wondox and injured. Uh, I'm sorry, nearly killed Wondox and dismissed his attendance that he received as part of his one of his blood traits. Um, this assault also, or this barrage also enraged Zimri to the point, or frustrated Zimri to the point that she uh, palmed Zevril's face and carried him onto a banishment trap and dismissed him from the duel momentarily as Wondox returned to his feet. Um, while that was happening, Virtuos and Verseca Domini had a magical duel that very clearly uh, solidified Verse as the more practiced mage, and that has yet to fully resolve itself on a social level, but from a combat standpoint, it's pretty clear as to where the victor stood. And so, without much ado, without further ado, we will get into episode 38 of Aspects and Envoys. Wondox,
Mm-hmm.
you have just recovered your sight from the brilliant flash of Zevril's orbital laser barrage being reflected or deflected into your general vicinity, and you recall a conversation, or rather, you experience a conversation in a, what effectively was milliseconds. Uh, look for Aspects and Envoys episode 37 to 37.5 to get the details on that. You find yourself again in the in Denial's Embrace arena, staring down the uh, armor clad Zemwry in her uh, yes, in her attire as she approaches you, ready to continue your duel.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay. So is it my good old turn to bust the move, they say?
it is indeed.
Cool. Uh Wanda should still have his abyssal the frost from my father. It should be still active around him.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking at it. He looks at her. He sees this fight. At some point I know Jesus. Oh yeah, we're still doing this fight. Oh God. It's a moment that he forgot and he realized, oh yeah, I'm back here now. So he's like, I know what I gotta do now. So he takes about 15 steps backwards and then he rushes to the side of her in like the blink. So again, he's going about at least Mach 5. It's about as much as he can muster right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then he throws a punch, not at her, but the side of her. And he says, all right, I give up. If you need to hit me, get it out the way. Come on with it. I don't have time. Do you want me to roll to see how much that shit does?
uh, yeah, because I mean the funnel is actually a thing that would uh, Well, you don't necessarily need to roll the damage, um, because your intention was not to
No,
hurt her.
because I believe because right now I can aim it directly at one point,
Mm-hmm.
so she could see it, she could feel it, she
Right.
could see it. It just won't touch her.
Okay. So the ripple, or the series of ripples that followed your breaking of the sound barrier and abrupt stop, uh, vibrated through the plating and paneling of Zimri's armor, and she tilts her head ever so slightly, uh, through the visor of her glass of her sorry, through the glass of her visor. You can see her platinum white eyes staring you deep in the face, like almost like she's looking into your mind. Um, so you're done.
I don't have time to fight right now. I have visions every once a year where I get to talk to someone special, and that special person is going through a situation because somebody found her where she was. So I need this fight to end quick as possible so I can go figure out what happened.
Fair enough. She snaps her finger, and a desk and chair appear about 10 feet behind you on your right hand side, on your left hand side. And
Okay.
uh, she says, "Have a seat. Let's see if your partner is as done as you are."
How long does that banishment last? I feel like I gotta ask.
I mean, at most it'd be about a minute, but he seems pretty
Capable.
spunky.
Let's use the word capable. Capable. I like to use the word capable. He's a
Capable.
capable man.
Yeah, capable. So he should be back in a couple of seconds. Um, and at this moment, Zevril, uh, your because when you got banished, you immediately attempted to save. Um, and if I'm recalling correctly, you failed your first save, but you succeeded on your second one.
Yes, sir.
So, um, you return in a sparkly fade of light, similar to uh, being beamed up, uh, and you are immediately greeted with the sight of Wondox sitting in a chair as if he's in a classroom, and Zimri Hiraguro standing in the full armor that she was previously when she grabbed you by the face and drug you across the floor. Um, and she just appears to be in a readied stance. How would you, or how do you respond, and what would you like to do?
Zevril's gonna come out of the banishment like 1,000% ready for war. Like the moment he comes out of the banishment, over the suit, his shadow armor is just gonna suddenly start rolling in. Like he's putting on his war face and everything, and then he's gonna see Wandox in the chair, and just immediately go, What the
Have a seat.
fuck?
Have a seat. We're good. Have a seat.
But no, but I'm I'm not good. But
That sounds.
it's just over now.
Yeah, it's over.
If you want it to be.
I mean, if you really want to keep swinging it out, by all means,
I
do
mean,
that. I feel like right now we're in a stalemate, but hey, let's get this out the way.
got me all riled up. I was having a good time. All right. It's not often that
I know,
we
I know, I know, I
I got to
know, I
pull
know.
out the cannon. Like
Hey, and
Zevril's
you did
genuinely
it.
pouting right now.
And,
She,
and
she,
you did that.
that's
You
only
did that. That
stage
was really good.
one.
Hey,
We
you
were just
did
getting
that, and
started. We came to
that was
party.
impressive. That was impressive. I'm not gonna lie. And I got caught off guard. And it had me in a worry state. Not gonna lie with you. But I'm also at the point where I'm gonna tell you we're gonna rush through that part, and we're gonna get to the whole hey learning thing process. Okay. So if you want to keep fighting, I will move my chair into the crowd and I will let y'all keep swinging at it. But right now, I kind of gotta rush. I'm on a rush order.
Several will hear the rushed order and calm down. Like you'll see, like he starts like the shadow armor dissipates, the suit comes back, he starts to like clean himself, uh, mending the areas that she fucking ripped a chunk out of to beat his ass. Like cleans up his suit and whatnot, makes himself presentable, slicks his hair back again. It's just like fine, I guess. Yeah. And he kind of looks at the goddess and is just no. He said he looks at her and goes goddess,
Oh,
and kind of looks down at his not in like a bashful or embarrassed way, but he doesn't want to show the how impressed he is on his face that like someone ate the stage one of his orbital stage cannon and reflected that shit. Like he's just like, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Like, but he's also dealing with the giddiness of the fact that he got to use it. So he's just like, yeah, thank you. All right, I'll sit. Yeah, I'll sit down. They just kind of hiding his face and sits down. And it's just like, yeah. Cool. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. I kind of hiding how. I guess it would be bashful, but like he's a little giddy that he got to do that.
fair enough. Okay, so as we agreed, I'm going to teach you all about mythic advancement. Um,
Several's gonna
before.
hold up his hand.
Mhm.
The agreement was to teach everyone about mythic advancement. Can I
We
record
are
this
missing.
for the yeah? Can I I'm like can I record this for the missing people so that we can? I've learned it's good to ask for consent unless you're doing spy shit, and I'm not doing spy shit at this exact moment, so I'm asking implicitly for your consent if I can record this conversation.
That is acceptable.
Cool. Zevral's gonna raise his hand, and one of his summons is gonna come up, and is just staring intently at her. Carry on.
um, the armor around Zimri retracts and recedes back into the uh, the boots that she is wearing, and she will snap her fingers one more time, and uh, four additional desks will appear in Olympic ring formation, um, and uh, Verseca Dominion Virtuos will be pulled into those seats. Um, and Zimmer will look at the fifth chair and snap her finger again, and look a little confused.
Mhm. Is it
Hmm.
trying to?
Boss man,
Oh,
my
okay.
son will be having a conversation with Mojo. Um, okay, you're recording. It's fine. Um, So, mythic advancement is a path that non deific entities are able to take in order to get closer to godlike power. Um, it is a sort of
Wondox Mutskis.
meditation, um, a type of spirit journey that allows one to harness the essence of their legend to achieve a new level of strength, etherealness that has potential to compete with pantheonic figures. Um, an individual who has achieved legendary status or started their path to achieving mythic to achieving legend status is known as a mythic hero. Um, this is distinctly different from godhood because it does not necessarily or specifically require a god spark or a god seed. Uh, and it is also different from a mantle in that no one has to give it to you. You may have to go on a spirit quest or a actual quest to to reach the pinnacle of what an attribute should normally be able to achieve. What is the I guess the mortal limitation of a given attribute. Why this is relevant to you all is because mantle bearers can achieve mythic advancement. This amplifies the effectiveness of your mantle and allows you to harness more of your planet altering, reality warping abilities. And this is to, again, help you close the gap between where you all currently sit and where beings like myself exist. Your mantles can get you part of the way here, but as I said, your mortal limits kind of block your ability to fully close that gap.
So, question, just above game question, really quickly.
Mhm.
Is Zevril's God Seed something he can physically produce, or is it like what is a God? Because Zevril has one, he just doesn't know what to do with it. How does it? Is that something he can produce to like show her?
Yeah. So
Okay,
it
how does one go about doing that?
okay, so You
because Zevril also wouldn't know how to do that. Like I would just be hearing her say this. Hey, I would be thinking about it, and I would be wanting to like try to show her, but I don't know how Zevril would go about accomplishing that.
okay. Seeing your brain, seeing Zevril's gears turning. Uh, Zimri's gonna look at you, say, Zevril, was it? What are you trying to do right now? I see the gears turning. You're thinking about something. What's going on?
I think I have what you're talking about. I just don't know how to show you. I so the die, and he's just gonna start scratching his head. He's like, I actually don't know how to explain this. Uh, but the die inside of me helped organize the power that I had in a way and coalesced it into a seed of divinity, and he called it a god egg,
Hmm.
and said I had to figure out what to do with this to, you know.
Okay. So,
It sounds like that's the other half of what you're talking about. So I'm trying to, I guess, show you and ask, but I don't know how to show you to ask.
so I
So,
would like to ask you to stop doing that. Um, there's a reason why it's hard for you. You bear a mantle.
yes,
Technically speaking,
I shouldn't have one of these, I'm
you
guessing.
should not have one of those. And
So what do
unless
I
you
do
want,
with it though then now?
um,
I shouldn't have one, but I do.
you have one, activating it is a different thing entirely. And doing so is dangerous for your health.
How bad?
I'll put it like this. If you want to hard reset the power that you were granted and start on a completely different path, keep trying to figure that thing out.
Is it
Other
something that can be? He's gonna kind of like scratch his head a little bit as he says this. This is gonna sound weird, but can I bestow it upon someone else the same way I more or less bestowed it upon me?
that would be the best use of that egg you found. Uh, I I
Can
can't exactly fault your die for piecing it together. Uh, I Mojo didn't know any better, so they wouldn't either. Um,
that's fair.
uh,
That's also why I've been keeping them on the back line because like this is it's just sitting there and I don't necessarily know what to do. Like on the inside, I know I see it, I can do, but I don't know. Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, it's just there.
yeah, don't do anything with it.
Um,
Don't do anything with it until you find somebody that you feel.
I actually have some the kind. There's only one person I believe would deserve this. Do you mind? Can I? And he kind of like just points over to like the empty area on the floor.
Fine,
Do you,
fine.
and he's just like, you can tell me if you approve of this. And Zev will hold out his hand a little bit longer than normal, because most of his summons are instantaneously. And his shadow will expand threefold, and he will go, Girazan, my first guardian, I summon you.
Whoa! Master Zevril, It has been such a long
Greetings.
time since you have called me to your side.
And for once I called you not for battle, but because I bear a gift for you. If I understand what my new teacher here, sorry, Girizan, uh, uh, you're in the presence of a goddess, you should probably bow and acknowledge her presence first. Um,
Ah,
she outranks me, like, severely.
yes. My humblest apologies. I am Girizan, Alpha of the Giragir of Jolzima. A pleasure to meet you, Girizan. I am Zimri Hragro of the Guild. The pleasure
And
is most certainly mine.
Zevril will nod now that introductions have been made. You go, okay. So, my teacher Zimri here has informed me that I have something inside of me that I should not have because it, while has the potential to make me stronger, would full reset everything that I've worked so hard to accomplish, and that's 50,000 years worth of experience that I'm not necessarily ready to give up on. So, I would like to offer you something, uh, a chance to get stronger, because I have not forgotten your quest. And Zevril will hold out his hand and say, "Will you accept my gift?"
I humbly accept anything you wish to offer me, Master. Good. So, Zerul, go into your mind's eye, visualize the egg, um, touch Girazon uh, as close to his heart as you can, and imagine the egg flowing from your personal space, wherever it happens to be, and flowing into Girazon.
Zevril's going to reach into his mind's eye, which I will describe in this moment. You will watch at almost hyperspeed as it zooms in through the kaleidoscope of his domain, centers in on